Hi there, this is Meg Stickle. I am the owner and personal trainer at AIM Fitness. I'm a seniors fitness expert, and I wanted to hop on here today to talk about one of the myths of exercise that I think is so important to talk about. So this is going to be a series. I'm going to be coming on and sharing a few different myths that people believe about aging and exercising. And I'd love to hear from you if you have maybe some beliefs that you've had in the past or you think that people have. You've heard a lot of people talking about things related to exercising and aging. Be sure to leave me a comment below. Let me know what you hear. And also, if you're watching live with me today, be sure to leave a thumbs up, leave a 1, and let me know where you're tuning in from. And then if you're watching the replay, be sure to leave a 2. Also, let me know where you're watching from today. All right, so a myth that I hear all the time is this: exercising and getting healthy is pointless, Meg, because as people age, decline in health is inevitable. So how many of you have heard this before? How many of you have believed this before? Maybe you still believe it. And I'm here to tell you that this is a myth. It's not actually true. So what many people have seen, and all you need to do is Google senior in their 80s who is doing this or that, but there's a lot of people in their 70s, 80s, and 90s who are bodybuilders, who are runners, who are just maybe starting their fitness journey, but they are really pushing the limits on what we believe to be true. So quite often we have this belief that, well, as I get older or as people around me get older, it's normal to see their health decline. And something that you may actually notice, and that is true, is that these symptoms that we associated with aging and old age, such as weakness, such as loss of balance, these are actually symptoms of inactivity, not aging. So if you think about it, if we're using our body, if we're going for walks, if we're exercising, we're going to maintain our strength. But if you spend most of your time sitting down, you spend most of your time sedentary, not really taking care of yourself, then what you'll find is that you will see those declines. Now, it's been interesting because over the past 2 years, I've had a lot of people reach out to me and they've said, Meg, during COVID, my lifestyle changed, but I also changed. I became a little less active myself. I became a little lazy. I didn't do as much. I knew that I should exercise, but it was just too hard. I lost my motivation. So this would be an example of inactivity. If during COVID you didn't take care of yourself, you didn't exercise, you got out of the routine that maybe you once were in, or maybe you just never were in one, then you maybe experienced that. And that's what is linked. Inactivity can lead to weakness, can lead to loss of balance, can lead to lack of motivation as well. Now, just recently, and I shared this morning with my AIM Fitness Online members, I heard about this man who's in his 90s. He's a veteran, and at the age of 90, he decided to run across the USA. He had never really run before. He said, you know what, I'm retired, I want to do this. This is a big thing for him, and he did. He ran across the US. Now, he didn't run very fast, and it took him a long time, but he did it. And I find this so inspiring to hear about people like this who say, you know what, it doesn't matter how old I am, I'm going to do this goal. I want to reach this, and I'm going to do it, and not giving up. So I think that is so inspiring, and it's really good for us to think about this as maybe you're getting older and maybe you think, oh, I don't know if I can do this. Well, maybe your body can, but it's about doing things a little bit differently. Now, something else that is important to think about is that as we exercise, and there's so many, numerous studies that show us that exercising improves your muscular strength. So as you start to lift weights, as you start to exercise, you will get stronger. Something I say quite often is that your muscles don't know how old you are. Your joints may know how old you are. You may have aches and pains in your joints, but your muscles don't know how old you are. So this is really important for us because it shows us that at any age we can improve our muscular strength. And then not only that, but when we do things like lifting weights and do body weight exercises, we also do so many good things for your bones. Now we know, and I'm sure there's many people watching who have osteoporosis, which is the brittleness of your bones. And this can be passed on. This is hereditary. This can be due to diet as well. But we know that, and because I worked with people like this, who have seen that their bone density actually improves. It gets better from diet and it improves from exercise. So it is so important, again, to think that, okay, just because I may have a medical condition or just because my family had a medical condition and it may be passed on to me doesn't mean that it needs to hold me back from maintaining or improving my strength, my mobility, or my balance. So I think this is so important. Now, something else exercise helps with is it helps to improve our memory and it helps to prevent dementia. Now, very interesting. I used to work with a gentleman who did have dementia. He was in his 70s, and on the days that I exercised with him twice a week, one-on-one, and on those days, his wife would say, "Meg, I can tell that you were here today because my husband was more talkative. He was telling me stories from the past. He was, when I asked him questions, he was engaging a lot more. But otherwise, he was a very quiet man. But on those days that we exercised together, he was more chatty. He was more himself, and his wife noticed. That was so amazing to see. And now one of the reasons for that is that there's more blood flow to our brain when we move. When we are sedentary, there's not as much blood flow. But when we move, when we exercise, there is. So that's what can help to improve your memory. That can help you really to become a little happier as well. And we also know that that's another side effect from exercising, that it improves your mood. You'll feel better. You'll feel more confident. You'll feel like you can do more. You'll feel more motivated to do more as well. Now, something else exercise helps with is that it can help to improve your independence. Now, just recently, I've been reaching out to retirement residences and I've been doing lots of live events. I've got lots booked for the rest of the year. And what people are excited about are my fall prevention workshops. And what they notice and what their people are concerned about is I don't want to have a fall. I don't want to be in the place where I fall down and I don't have the strength to get myself back up from the floor. A lot of people are worried about that. And if that's you, leave a thumbs up below. That might be you too. And we have this fear, this worry for a good reason. It would be horrible to fall down and not be able to get back up and be alone and have the worst thing possibly happen, or to break a bone and lose that independence that we have. So when we think about exercising and when I think about working with my clients, I'm thinking about, okay, how can we make sure that you maintain that strength? So that means being able to lean over and pick up something from the floor without toppling over. That means making your bed, being able to lean and stretch and have the confidence to pull yourself back up. That means being in the kitchen, making a meal, leaning down to pick up a pot or a pan and having the strength to do so. So it's important, and sometimes it's those little things that people assume, well, I don't know if I'll be able to keep doing that as I get older because I just haven't been able to in the past few years. So I'm just here to remind you that at any stage, at any age, it is possible to improve your strength and your mobility. And I can talk about numerous people I've worked with who've been able to do that. Now, the last thing I want to mention is that as we age, as we get older, I know that so many people, probably you as well, want to keep doing the things that you love. And maybe that's things like outdoor gardening, maybe that's going out for walks and hikes, maybe that's traveling or being present with your family and your grandkids. Now, I know a lot of you have these desires to really enjoy your life to the full. And especially if you are retired, you're thinking, oh, I've got all this time. So I really want to enjoy life as much as possible. And I know on the other hand, because I've worked with a lot of people who have lost many abilities and they hate to think about being a burden to their family or to need to have help to do those daily activities such as caring for themselves, meal preparation, getting ready in the morning. So I do want to encourage you, if this is you and you're thinking, oh my goodness, yeah, I really would like to improve my health. I just want to encourage you that it is possible. It is possible. I'm going to end just talking about two women who I was chatting with this morning. They're part of my membership, AIM Fitness Online. And one of them, since she started joined the membership last year, it's been over a full year that she has been exercising every single day. And she started slow. She started by doing an exercise video one day and then maybe going for a walk another day. But over the year, she has really built up her strength. She's able to do so much more. She feels so much more energized. And now she's inspiring others in the membership. There's another lady who was there on the call this morning, and she said, "Oh, you know what? You have really inspired me to exercise." She said, "It's been since January that I've been exercising and doing something every day." She says, "I just feel so good, feel so, so good." And these are women who are in their 70s and their 80s, who are committing to their health, who are really focusing on seeing these improvements. So I just want to encourage you, if you're listening, that it is not too late for you. It is not too late to improve your strength, improve your mobility, and really to change your life. So if you do want to chat about how to make some changes, I'd love to help support you. And I have many different programs that really are focused on adults 50 plus and designed for those, especially who are in their 70s and 80s. So be sure to check out my link below. I'd love to offer you a 15-minute health consultation over the phone if you do want to chat about your health goals and talk about your changing health and what you'd like to improve. I'd love to chat with you about that. So be sure to book a call. I'll leave that link right below if you want to chat more. But just want to wish you guys a wonderful rest of your day. Stay encouraged to know that your health can improve at any age. And I want to wish you the best. All right, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.